everybody. Hope everybody had a happy new year and a great Christmas. This video is going to be all over the place. It's a conglomeration of videos from 2018 and 2019 and early into 2020. A lot of them are Snapchat clips. Some of them don't have sound because there was music in them, and can't have sound because of copyright and all that fun stuff, so don't have that. However, you guys will get to see some of the humble beginnings where things started. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and hope you guys had a good Christmas and a happy new year. Now, once upon a time, I forgot to unplug this before I went and worked on electric fence. That's something I won't do again. Grabbed right a hold of it. Wasn't a good day. Looks like we beat the neighbors this year. And he's getting followed by a state cop. He's probably gonna get pulled over for speeding. I said I was done planting. I meant almost done. Still had a little bit of seed left in the planter, so I figured I'd run it out where the corn didn't come up. This little spot here just kind of drowned out, and then the wildlife took care of the rest. So, spotting corn in, making it look pretty. Getting 28. 28 and a little bit of sulfur. Got him loaded up. He's gonna tender me. And I got the applicator behind us. Go put it on the tractor. Filling. Putting some 28% in today, which is 28% nitrogen, and then some ATS as well, which is 6% nitrogen, and then mostly sulfur. Really like putting some sulfur on, you know, mid-season. I've got some on up front as well, but corn really likes it mid to late season, so trying to finish it out with some sulfur. Give it another shot of nitrogen. I'm putting about 90 actual pounds of nitrogen down right now with this side dress bar, going about 30 gallon an acre, and then another 5 gallon of ATS an acre. So I already got quite a bit of urea down pre-plant, so this is going to bring me right to, well, on some ground about 180 pounds actual, and on some about 210, just depending on the potential I think the ground has. I'm straight rating all the urea, but I had different rates spread on different fields, you know, according to what I thought they had the potential to do. So, yeah, corn's looking pretty good. This is going pretty good. Just kind of time consuming, shuttling lots of 28 back and forth. Not only that, but I have about 50 different things I need to be doing right now. I need to be putting on 28. I need to be spraying some dicamba beans. I'm noticing some water hemp start coming up in it, which it's only been burnt down, so that's not surprising. So I need to get them sprayed, about 400 acres beans sprayed. And at some point I need to cut hay. So hay tools are in the shed. Just got to get them out and start using them. But one-man show, I don't have the time to do it right now. Until I've got a good day to clean everything up, everything's packed in here pretty tight. You can get the backhoe underneath the planter. Landall's in here, Steiger, planter, Magnum, combine, corn head, semi-trailer, sprayer, and the little farm-all. But they're under a roof, and that's all that matters. That thing's gonna go in the shop because it'll take up less room than the tractor and planter, which were parked in the middle of the shop. And I'm done using them. I just want them out of my way right now. I am using this, so it'll work. So a buddy of mine, he took over side dressing for the day. So I'm doing a little bit of an experiment. Running a product called Micro Blitz in here right now, which is just a bunch of micronutrients, and I'm also running some fungicide on V5, V6 corn. Not doing this on every acre. I'm gonna try it on about 60 acres. I'm splitting 3 fields and just doing some side-by-sides with different hybrids, seeing how they respond to it. So, just something I'm doing. Plus it cleans out the sprayer before I switch to dicamba beans again, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't know if it'll pay off or not, but you don't know till you try it. Pretty good looking corn though. All right, well, I've been side dressing and spraying beans today, and I haven't really recorded anything because I just have not been in a good mood today. The sprayer has a hydraulic cylinder that totally blew apart, so it won't fold up right now. And then this conglomeration right here, that had me irate mad. It's a 3/8 inch hose that needed to go onto a 1/2 inch fitting. Somehow somebody before me had got it on there. I tried heat, I tried looping it up, I tried everything. Couldn't get it. Cut my finger with pocket knife trying to pry it on there. Burnt my hands trying to burn it with a propane torch. I had enough of it. So I haven't been in a good mood today. Haven't really recorded anything, but side dressing corn and spraying soybeans, or at least attempting to. Only got about 50 acres of soybeans sprayed today, and maybe at best 10 acres of corn side dressed. So not a productive day. It's already 3 o'clock. This is the day that just keeps giving. I no more recorded that last little video. Got that side folded up. Came over to fold this side up. Pulled the pin out. And it did this. Yeah. That's totally twisted in there. The welds were apparently all cracked. Somebody has bubblegum welded that up before. And it all just came apart. So, waiting on a guy with a welder to come now. Day just keeps getting better. Don't try this at home, kids. But I thought this chain's just popped off like 3 times in a row and I can't figure out why. So the only logical thing to do is put the tractor in low range and walk behind it while it goes down the field. I don't see anything wrong, but it won't stop popping off. I don't know. I do know that I planted straight enough that this thing's drove 50 foot and it's still on the row, so that's a plus. Probably not the safest thing, though.
Export demand are supporting soybeans today. July's up 11.5 and 869. November's 10.5.
That's what I like to hear. Beans are up. A little bit muddy right here.
Levels. July's 5.25 higher.
But that's alright. A little bit muddy when I got this planted.
Waiting for the rest of the week's direct trade. June live.
Jumped off to make a pit stop, just check a couple things out, but this corn looks phenomenal. Gotta look really good once it gets a hold of some of this. It's looking really, really good out here. I like it. Side dressing in the rain. We need the rain, but I do wish I wasn't on an open station tractor right now. It's raining pretty good. Making the corn really stand out though. Filling. Should finish up today. If not today, then early tomorrow morning. Got about 90 acres of corn left to cover, so as long as I can keep that coming in a timely manner and don't have to wait on it, I should get done today, but if not, I'll finish up tomorrow. So, going pretty good. Got this thing lined out. Had some issues with it early on, but it's working like it should now. These are the fun field entrances, where if you drop the tire off, you roll the tractor over and it's straight up and down hills. Good time to get there. And you got a downshift all the time. 92 degrees. The corn is starting to curl. But I'm done side dressing. I'm pretty glad because I'm out of water. I haven't had anything to drink in 4 hours. And it's time to go home and have something cold. Gonna make one last pass just so the end rows look nice and pretty. Go over them twice so you can make all the neighbors think the corn's a lot better than what it really is. Well, those March 8th soybeans, they're already over a foot tall and flowering, so I guess that March 8th soybean planting kind of worked out. It's the changing of the season. It's hay season. Corn's done being side dressed, beans are sprayed. Now it's time for a real summertime job. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but it is very, very windy. Why am I baling hay at night? Well, that's because we've got a thunderstorm moving in. It was totally unexpected. We had a 10% chance of rain, and 10 just turned to about 90. So there's no humidity. It's super windy. This hay's dry. There's no dew right now. So my fiance's over the hill. She's raking the hay, and I'm baling it up just as fast as I can, trying to get it rolled up before it gets rained on. So, completely unexpected. I was really going to wait till about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to start doing this, but I'm playing Mother Nature's game tonight. There's a nice looking hay bale though. Hauling in hay. Been getting beat around on the skid steer all morning. That thing's jumpy as all get out. And it's rougher than all get out right here. I'd run the yard roller down here, but it's so dang dry right now that the yard roller wouldn't do me a bit of good. So I don't even know if I could get a grader blade to level that out right now without breaking something on a grader blade. But started to get this shed cleaned out a little bit. Just a lot of junk and other crap in there. It was floor to ceiling full, so made a little bit of progress on it. And at some point, I really need to finish my deck on my house. It doesn't have steps, doesn't have rails, and doesn't have a top on it yet, so I'm gonna finish that up. Hopefully sometime next week if it rains or something, but the garden is starting to look like a garden. But soybeans look good. They actually look really good. Everything around here could definitely use a drink right now, but you know, we'll take what we can get. You can tell I've been irrigating the garden a little bit. But yeah, just got 2 more loads of hay to haul in, got the hay barn full, stacking the rest of it outside. The stuff we stack outside will be the first hay that gets fed, and then the stuff that's inside, if we have leftover, we sell it, and if we don't, we'll feed it. So probably we'll end up selling it though. Well, there's 8 more on there. 4 left in the field, so half a load. Works out pretty good. Usually I end up having like 2 left in the field and have to back for that. Not this time. And the tractor is deader than a hammer. Nice. Well, I guess I won't spray. Listen to it, for with the drought we're starting to have, I figured it's already dry enough to go shell, so might as well get the combine, you know, in June. Needs cleaned up, getting it out and give it a bath. Looks like the cavalry's here. Laying down some fungicide on soybeans with some micro blitz and a little bit of insecticide. These beans are looking really good, except where the groundhogs keep eating them off. There could easily be 70 bushel beans out there, but here I'd be surprised if they make 10. It took a torch and a grinder, but I got the new bearing in the hay conditioner. Kind of hard to see it, but got the collar in, got the new race around it, and I'm working on fixing the PTO. Got the first hayfield knocked out, if you want to call it a hayfield. About 5 rounds around the field and it was done. So I'm gonna jump across the highway and go cut that over there now. May as well be cutting the front yard over here too, it's so big, but we don't, we mow it with a lawnmower. The hay over here is not gonna set any records, but it is quite a bit thicker than anything else I've been cutting for second cut. So maybe we'll get a few bales over here. Hopefully we do. But not terrible hay. Got a few weeds in it. It wouldn't hurt to hit this with some 2,4-D or something. There's not really any clover out here, so I wouldn't be hurting that. It's mainly just broadleaf weeds and grass, so really wouldn't hurt to spray this field with 2,4-D, kind of clean it up a little bit, and definitely going to put some fertilizer on all the hay fields next year, since they've been a bit thin this year. But all in all, we'll have plenty of hay to get through the winter. Probably sell some too, so can't really complain. Kept pretty good. Alright, well, got my 6 rounds around the outside of the field. That's typically what I cut, is about 6 passes. And split the field down the middle. Cutting back and forth now. So, getting her knocked down. Gonna knock this little bit that's left here out, and then head back behind the farm over there and finish cutting that big field that I started on the other day. That's all she wrote in this one. So we're going to pull the rope and fold our high-tech folding. Well, maybe. Kind of got to pop the clutch to do this. Sometimes. We'll get it one of these days. There we go. It's starting to go. And we're folded. Just like that. It's just got a pull rope. You can see those holes right there. That pull rope just pulls a pin out. And that's how you fold it. So, got it sucked back in, ready to go down the highway, and it's time to get out of here. Just about got this one wrapped up too. Down to this little triangle here. So, going pretty good. I did grab it here, driving a little bit faster. I got out and checked several times, and I'm still cutting about 95% of the hay off. and it's so thin that that other 5% is really not going to amount to much, so I did pick it up just a little bit faster. But we're still getting it, so just a little triangle left, and that'll be all for today. Raking hay today, in quite a bit of a hurry. Gonna try and get it all put up today and tomorrow, that way I can get set up for the wedding tomorrow night. So probably not gonna do much recording. Not to mention it's rough as all get out on this tractor out here. And even if I did record, it'd be pretty crappy quality. So not gonna do much recording, but gonna be raking and baling hay today. Raking hay. First bale done today. Got everything raked up. Starting to bale. That's the first one. Out here. One of my favorite jobs to do on the farm. Open cab tractor's not so bad when the weather's like this. Honestly, the way it feels outside, I'm half inclined to jump in with them.